Oh, what's up, crew? It's Marshall, your bearded adventure. Come back, you guys and girls, raw for another boxing video, another way for me to say goodbye. Gotta tell you, it's not as frigid cold in here because I'm actually smart enough. We got some heat. As you can probably hear in the background, that's what the hissing is. But for today, I'm all messed up too. No paper towels. My cut book is all jacked up. But we are going to get the next boxing video done regardless. This is number 184 LMK. This is a prototype of the newer design of the LMK PPT that you will see. Rhyming. By the way, let's take a pause for a second here. To your health and to your happiness. A little D&D. Love coffee. Back to the show. Talk about the sheaths in my pocket here, in case I forget. This is the design. I had full intention to keep it for myself. I had put a ton of extras on this knife, but this has a bunch of firsts for me. This is the first time, first and foremost, that I did this design. This is a design-specific knife for personal defense, personal protection, everyday carry. But on top of that, I got a sample of this, and this is the G Wood. If you go back in my Instagram to the very start of the work in progress, or the whips, the WIPS of this knife, you will see the block of G Wood when it was blue on one side and black. I don't know if I got a picture of it black, but it was basically the blue and black G10. That's what it looked like, but it was called G Wood. So I, to the point, I cut a very small piece of it and I ground it at an angle, and it revealed this kind of color pattern right there. And I went, wow, that looks a lot similar to the arches that I get. I said, I wonder if I can match them up. If I do it with some F40 carbon fiber from Nate over at A&J Composites, formerly Ghost Carbon Fiber. I think I did pretty dang well matching those up. First time I've ever used it. I actually can't find anyone else who has used it. So, and there's the other side. And I don't know what type of wood it is in the center, but it's basically a wood, a black, a gray, a blue, and I think another gray, but maybe it's just a laminate, whatever they use to laminate, but wood, obviously black, gray, blue, wood type thing. But I am extremely proud. Also, I did basically I did 1 inch of tubes. Quarter, eighth, and an eighth for 1 inch of tubes. I thought it would be cool if I had a 1/2 inch of tubes and a 1/2 inch of tubes. I don't know why. It made sense to me at the time. It just does. It just makes sense to me. I can't tell you why. It just does. And then, as I was going through this build, I'm standing back, I'm looking at it, and it literally, this knife was looking at me like my wife when she's upset with the hands on the hips. I can't do it as pretty as she is, but something like that, with hands on the hip, and like you're like, ooh, hey, forget the toilet seat up. This, this was doing that, and it was bugging me. It was on my subconscious level of it wasn't right. but it was ready to go. It was ready to get engraved, and so I added first the Swedge. That improved it, but it was still there, and then that nagging feeling was still there. And then I added that, I forget what I'm calling this, but basically the jimping, the half of the 50% rock pattern. I added that on, it looked spectacular. And, you know, it had that the refracting capability where it kind of glinted when you went like this, because you know, I think I had it at a 400 grit. No, I might have had 15 micron. It was, you know, either 400 grit, excuse me. 400 grit, so it just had that refracting capability. I was like, ooh, that looks nice. Still wasn't right. It still had that thing where my subconscious was telling me that I had to pray and meditate on it. So I acid dipped it. I think this is 10 times. And voila. She looks just good. Oh man. Murdered out. Way it's supposed to be. This knife wanted to be like this. Ooh. Ooh. So, to the point. Let's go over the details. Again, this is 52-100, heat treated to 59 Rockwell tested. I went a little bit lower, so in case of hard bone penetration, hard bone strike during penetration, you know, you won't fracture your tips. Although the tip is still lean, even though this is a thicker piece of steel. Again, the 52-100, as usual, comes from Pete and Aldo Bruno. Big shout out to Lewis. What's up, Lewis? Over at New Jersey Steel Baron. That I heat treated, tempered, and tested all in shop. I'm very proud of that. Rockwell tested. Right there. Very, very proud of that. The G-Wood laminate, I guess would say, comes from Macecraft Supply Company. The I already stated the F40 carbon fiber comes from Nate over at A&J Composites, and the stainless tubing, I believe I got off of eBay. What do you think? This thing is redonkulous sharp, and it's an ultra high performing variable grind. This was designed exactly the way I want it, and I'm sorry if you guys and girls aren't part of my Instagram crew, because you would see all the mad hackler, you know, getting cuckoo, cutting with this thing. But I'm down. I have one paper towel piece. I don't know what I guess I forgot to get paper towels, but maybe I used a little too many paper towels. I don't know. Anyway, to the point. It's ridiculous. This thing is ridiculous. So we're not gonna waste too much time worrying about what we don't have. We'll concentrate on what we do have. Oh. This thing. Oh, look at that. Oh! God! I can't believe I cut that little one off. Ooh, that was tight. Oh, baby. Oh, I love this knife. I love this knife. If I didn't let you guys and girls know already, I love this knife. This design will be made again. You know, it was one of those things where I was kind of hesitant because, you know, personal defense knives are one of those things where it has to be all or nothing. Some, you know, in some people's opinion. Well, this is still an amazing utility knife for everyday tasks. It gets the long cutting surface up front for your drag cuts, so get your knuckles up off of the cutting surface. It's still obviously high performing. As you can see. But, you know how we do it. I'm going to cut a tactic hot just to show. You know. Oh, baby. You know what I'm gonna do? That. And if I didn't mention that tip coming down being delicate, it still is on a thick piece of steel for a reason. That's as free hanging as you could possibly get. It's delicious. When I'm talking about a delicious tip, oh, that thing is meant to do one thing: perform for you. Ultra high performance. Let's put these three together real quick so I can go ahead and go over the sheath. The sheath set up large tech lock per my standard, you know, the 3 vertical or horizontal, and then 1 to 4, 2 to 5, 3 to 6 for your diagonal cants on your large tech lock system. Set up with my static cord so you can go through with the sheath and cinch it down without the knife engage, or if you want to undo that one overhand knot right there, meaning back out the cord this way, then you can go ahead and engage or the cinch, lash down, I guess would be lash down the system with the knife engaged. So, of course, knife secure, and go from there. Last of the show. Of course, Gene, the owner, Gene, has tons of my edges in his collection, but he still gets another business card per tradition, my contact information, and of course the COP, certificate of purchase. Tanto, and this is a proto, and I will be doing more of them, I've already stated. 52100 is a steel, LMK PPT. Is going to be the model number, of course, personal protection Tanto, or people poking Tanto. Your choice. Today is the 29th of January, 2016. 184 is the number. Lloyd Marshall, Jamaica. Nice to meet you guys, girls. If this is the first time, sorry for being a little cuckoo. you'll get used to it. My friend Gene does not need any more rusty rags. He has a lifetime supply, he said. So, what do you guys girls think? Loving it? I sure am. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So for now, everyone be blessed. Thank you for coming along for another one of these boxing adventures. I forget even why we call it boxing adventures. It's been so long. But anyway, I appreciate you greatly for sharing this time with me. Be blessed. Out.